Police raid a Cedar City gym. Semi-driver arrested after truck catches fire. And your weekend weather forecast coming up with highs, lows, and everything you need to know for the days ahead.
You're watching St. George News at 5, brought to you by our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law.
Good afternoon, I'm Monica McLaughlin. Police raided Retro Fitness in Cedar City on Wednesday as part of an investigation into alleged drug-related activities. Authorities executed a search warrant seeking evidence of controlled substances, paraphernalia, and related records. While a K-9 unit reportedly detected the odor of narcotics, no illegal items were found during the search. Law enforcement stated that patrons leaving the gym were searched voluntarily. A police pursuit involving a semi-tractor trailer caused major delays on I-15 in Beaver County Thursday afternoon. Authorities say 42-year-old Sonny Garrett was arrested after leading officers on a chase that began on I-70 near Richfield. Despite multiple spike strips deflating his tires, Garrett continued driving until his truck caught fire near mile marker 115. Fire crews quickly extinguished the blaze, and no injuries were reported. The incident closed southbound I-15 for nearly 3 hours. Garrett now faces charges including DUI, reckless driving, and failure to stop for police. Now let's take a look at your weekend weather forecast, brought to you by Casablanca Resort and Casino. In St. George, it's currently mostly sunny at 48 degrees, with a low tonight of 30. On Saturday, expect a high of 52 and a low of 27, while Sunday will cool down slightly to a high of 48 with a low of 23. Over in Mesquite, it's sunny at 55 degrees right now with a low tonight of 34. Saturday's high will be 60 with a low of 34, and on Sunday, temperatures will rise to a high of 54 with a low of 31. Meanwhile, in Cedar City, it's partly sunny and 39 degrees at the moment with a low tonight of 27. On Saturday, look for a high of 36 and a low of 16, and Sunday brings a high of 34 with a low of 12. St. George is a step closer to adding a second Costco, with the City Council approving an incentive agreement offering up to $3.18 million in deferred fees for the wholesale retailer, contingent on benchmarks like job creation and infrastructure improvements. We'll head over to Maury Kessler for more on the proposed location and debate over the incentives.
St. George is closer to securing a second Costco with the City Council's approval of an incentive agreement last week, offering the company over $3 million in fee deferrals over 10 years. Economic Development Director Chad Thomas said the deal requires that Costco meet certain benchmarks like job creation and infrastructure improvements in order to qualify for those incentives.
So the incentive tonight, or the incentive agreement, was for the company to consider a second location. So there's still a lot of moving parts. So this company still has options. The company's been looking at various sites throughout Washington County, and we really want that project here in our community. And so we've worked with the company to potentially identify a site here in St. George.
Officials say a second Costco is an important addition to the area as it will boost jobs, generate sales tax, and be an overall benefit to the community. While no official announcements have been made, the location of the second Costco is reportedly in the Desert Color area near I-15. While Councilwoman Michelle Tanner supports Costco's community value, she opposed incentives for a billion-dollar corporation over small businesses.
I spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars every year. Also, I have a Costco credit card. I think it is amazing for our community, for our economy, and this will be very prosperous in both directions to have another Costco here. With that said, the principle behind offering incentives to a multi-billion-dollar company and not offering those same incentives to on-off store down the street is bothersome.
Thanks, Maury. Jennifer Reese, a 47-year-old St. George Jiu-Jitsu instructor, won her second consecutive IBJJF No-Gi World Championship in Las Vegas, inspiring women of all ages to overcome fears and embrace self-defense. For more on how Reese is making an impact beyond the competition mat, here's Jeff Richards.
Jennifer Reese, who along with her husband Aaron owns and operates Fusion MMA and Ace Martial Arts in St. George, recently took first place in her age category at the International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation's World Championships for the second straight year. The 47-year-old Reese is a brown belt who defeated her opponent from Chicago in the finals in Las Vegas on December the 13th. She said that even though she doesn't particularly love competing, she does it to show her students that they can overcome their fears and accomplish hard things. More than 100 women, including girls as young as 13, are enrolled in the studio's various martial arts classes. Reese has also recently started teaching a semester-long women's self-defense course at Utah Tech University.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. To learn more about our studio sponsor, We Win Injury Law, go to wewininjurylaw.com. I'm Monica McLaughlin with St. George News, your #1 source for local news.
This has been St. George News at 5, brought to you by We Win Injury Law.